Hello everyone, my name is PythonGB and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Let's Play. We're on the 87th episode, my friends, and we're going to start off by seeing if we can get some eggs to hatch some chickens, and well, one actually did, so that's kind of cool. Buddy, get out of the way, man. Oh, man. So, for those of you guys who don't know, the W36 snapshot for 2015 has been released, and basically, you can now collide into enemies and mobs alike. So, as you can see, I am actually colliding into the guys, so I'm not no-clipping through them anymore, and you might be able to see if I can maybe get one to push me along, that, yeah, they will actually push me along, so it's kind of cool. Maybe we can get an example. Go on, buddy. Push me around. Push me. Push me. Push me. There we go. Did you push me? Not really. Go on, push me. There we go. You see, I didn't even move that time, and you just punched me out of the way. That's kind of cool. I like that. It's like the pre-1.3 days, whereby there wasn't the integrated server. It was like proper, true single player in Minecraft, and that was, in my opinion, when Minecraft was at its best. I don't like this whole integrated server crap, because I don't know, man. I mean, I can see the use for it, but I just don't like it in single player, because you get like server style lag in single player worlds now. It's just really, really sucky, and yeah, it's not like true single player anymore. So yeah, anyways, we will continue on though, my friends. We'll continue on, because one thing I've been doing since the last episode is a thing. You might be able to see my inventory. I've got a whole bunch of glass going on, and what I've been doing, my friends, is I have been making a start on the gargantuan task that is replacing the sand from this ocean monument box entirely with glass. Now, you might be able to see if I just light it up a little bit. I've actually done a little bit of a pattern, and it's sort of a spiral pattern in that we have the dark blue glass here, we've got light blue glass here, and then white glass here. It's not the regular glass, it's white glass. So yeah, I think these three colors go really well together, and it's not just 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. It's like dark blue, light blue, white, light blue, dark blue. So it's kind of like a symmetrical pattern, and it just goes up and down, and yeah, it's pretty damn cool, my friends. But obviously, I do not intend on getting this finished in this episode. However, saying that, I would like to get one wall finished in this episode, because I think that'd be a very, very cool thing indeed to do. Now, obviously, you know, it is still going to be a pretty large task to get even one wall done, but I think we'll be able to do it, my friends. I think we'll be able to do it. And one thing I've also done is I've extended the stairway sort of one block in that direction, so it actually sort of flushes into the wall correctly now. So if I just try and find an area to get in, I think I'll have to use an ender pearl again. Oh man, this is such a waste of ender pearls. I shouldn't be doing this, man. Oh god. But yeah, if we just hop out here really quick. I don't have a silk touch pickaxe, you see. That's the reason why I'm not able to break the glass and simply go in, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, as you can see, this is now perfectly flush with the wall, and you can also see that yeah, you can see outside now, which is kind of awesome, and I'm a big fan of it. So yeah, and basically what we need to do is we need to get these little bits of glass panes going in, so that'll be kind of cool. And then of course we need to do a little bit of this action, which is awesome. So if we just go ahead and grab this out, and we can make the glass go all the way to the wall over here. So yeah, it's going to be kind of cool, my friends. I'm looking forward to seeing the finished product, of course, but yeah, it's going to be a long process, my friends. We'll try and do something in between as well. I don't want to spend like the entire episode just doing one thing. I want to try and do many things in there in my episode. So yeah, I could potentially put something down here, couldn't I? I wonder. I'll have to think of something. We've got boat storage there. We could potentially do something here as well. Oh boy, that'll be kind of cool. I don't know, man. That'd be kind of awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these glass panes stuck in, and maybe we can start making a bit more progress as well on the wall. So yeah, I'll meet you guys back with a progress update, hopefully very shortly. Alrighty guys, just a quick progress update to say that not only have I worked on the staircase glass just a little bit, let's just have a wee bit of a peek just to show you, I guess. As you can see, the glass now goes all the way to the wall and now looks all nice and flush, and it goes with the design really well. But one thing I wanted to show you is the fact that since the last episode, well, you might be able to see here, I actually raised the grass platform 1 block. The entire thing was raised a block, and the reason why I did that is because I wanted the design to be nice and consistent. I didn't think this stone block sort of level, which is where the grass was at, was really working too well. So that's why I've done this, and like I said, what I intend on doing is making this grass area seem like the overworld. So we're gonna have like hills and trees, maybe even a lake here and there. Who knows, man? Who even knows? I don't know. But yeah, this is how it looks from the outside so far. As you can see, we've got sort of the bottom area there. That's how far the monument goes down. Obviously, anything below it is pretty much where the supports and maybe the underside of the thing is going to be. So yeah, but you can see clearly where the staircase is. It looks pretty damn cool. And yeah, we now need to go ahead and we need to get on with doing this thing. And so this is going to be an almightily long thing to do, but we're going to do this in the form of a time-lapse montage, my friends. So, yeah, hopefully we don't die in the process either, because that'd be very, very embarrassing, and also very, very bad, because, you know, we've only had 2 deaths in this entire series so far. I don't want to have too many more. It'd be nice if we could avoid them in actual fact. Right, so prismarine blocks all go in there. You can go in there. You can go in there. Cobblestone, you can also go in there. Sand will keep just because. And aside from that, yeah, okay, that's looking cool. Let's go outside. Yeah, and what we need to do is we need to get on with this thing. So, oh man, I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. What the heck? Oh, that was weird. Some sort of weird rendering glitch error. Strange. I'm thinking going from the top downwards would be a better idea, because obviously if we do it from the bottom, then obviously all the water's going to start pouring in, and then obviously there's a chance we'll have guardians spawn all over our butts, and then they obviously kill us. So yeah, we're going to have to do it from the outside. And not only that, oh, we don't have, oh, no aqua affinity. Really? Man, aqua affinity would be so nice right now, man. Ah, that's gonna be painfully slow, dude. No aqua affinity, man. That is gonna really, really suck and be slow. This episode's gonna drag on, man. Oh, man. Okay, guys, we're gonna get on with it anyway. Aqua affinity or no aqua affinity, we need to do it. We need to do it, my friends. And yeah, let's start getting on with it. And I'll meet you guys hopefully back with a progress update very shortly. Alrighty guys, so after all of that, we can now officially say that half of this wall right here in its entirety is done. I mean, just look at it, man. It doesn't look like much from the outside, but you can actually see the temple on the inside, and I think that looks pretty damn cool. So I guess the real thing is to go ahead and see how it looks from the inside. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes with the pattern. I am unfortunately running out of ender pearls though, so I will have to go ahead and grab some more from somewhere, probably the end. Just go in there with my god sword and just grab a whole bunch. So here we go. Let's have a bit of a look-see from the inside. And oh man, does that look cool. Look at that! That is freaking sweet. Let's just light this up a wee bit. Let's pick up the sand blocks as well, because obviously they're going to be needed for the rest of the walls. That's why I went for the sand in the first place, because, you know, it means we've got a 1-1 ratio of sand to glass. But yeah, look at this, man. This is looking sweet. Oh, man. I am really, really happy with that. It's only been around 20 minutes as well, so I imagine we'll get the other side done in this episode as well, but obviously I'm going to need to go ahead and smelt a bunch of sand into glass and grab some more dyes and do all that stuff. But yeah, we're going to move on to something else for now, and then we'll come back to this just a little bit later in the episode, my friends. So yeah, I'll meet you guys back once we're ready to do something new. Okay, Minecraft. Are you drunk, bro? You drunk? Yeah, I think you're drunk, Minecraft. Go home, Minecraft. You're drunk. Alrighty, everybody. Here we go. We have a blank canvas up here. And I guess without further ado, we will be starting on doing some work on the top of the kingdom. Now, as I said, I would like to make the top of this seem like the overworld, but in the same time, I kind of want to make it look like a sort of real-life forest, in that there's going to be trees everywhere, maybe little hills here and there. I mean, this is a pretty damn large amount of space right here. I think we'll be able to get a decent-sized forest in there. And in terms of the pathway, because obviously, you know, this is 1 block deep, we won't exactly be able to use gravel as a pathway, but because this is 1.9, I do have access to this. The path block, which is pretty freaking awesome. Now, let's just get rid of that. Let's just put it back really quick. And yeah, we're going to be using a combination of coarse dirt and the path block, because I don't know how those two look together. I don't know if they'll work. I don't know if they'll really do anything, to be honest, but, you know, that's one of the beauties of Minecraft. You just go ahead and experiment to your heart's content, see what goes on, and see what works. So, yeah. So, we're going to have like a big forest going on up here, and at the same time, there's going to be 4 boat docks. There's going to be 1 on each of the faces, so 1 on this one over there, 1 over there, and then 1 way over there. So, basically, it's going to be like a sort of quad dock foresty kingdom type of thing, with a huge kingdom sort of slid in underneath it. It's going to be freaking cool, my friends, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it looks when it is done, of course. So yeah, let me go ahead and set down some project chests. We're going to go ahead and put them up here, like we have done sort of before, I guess. So let's just chuck everything in there. There we go. Everything goes in there. We're going to have glowstone in the trees as well, because you know what? Why not? That's really the reason behind it. Just why not? Oh, man. So, yeah, all is looking good. But I think the first thing I want to do, actually, is I want to try and make the little boating docks. So, we're going to go and grab some prismarine. We're going to make it out of prismarine, because obviously that's what the frame is made of. So, I guess that would make the most sense. Yeah, we're going to come up with some boat dock designs. We'll get all 4 of them done. And then hopefully I'll bring you guys back just a little bit later, my friends. Alright guys, quick progress update to say that the little boat docks have in fact been completed, and what I did is I actually made them on exactly the same place on each of the faces. So as you can see, if we just do a bit of a count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the dock is there, and it's the same on all of the other faces as well. So you've got over there 10 blocks away from the side, again same over there, 10 blocks from the side, and then 10 blocks from the corner over there as well. So yeah, it's pretty much the same design for all of them. In fact, it is the same design for all of them. Got a very basic design here. We've got the path blocks. We have the little boat docks right here, 3x3, because you know 2x2 is a little bit tight for my liking. So yeah, you know, just give yourself a bit of room, in my opinion, and you'll be good. You'll be good. Okay, so this next part is going to be something I don't really actually do that often, and that is sort of randomized pathways. So we need to try and connect all of these up together, and at the same time try and make some sort of network, because obviously around the network of pathways is going to be the trees, and the trees of which I'm going to go for the 2x2 trees plus oak trees. So that'll be 2x2 spruce trees, 2x2 dark oak trees, and then the 1x1 regular oak trees as well, because I think those 3 will go pretty well together in a sort of darkish, sort of dense forest sort of setting. So yeah. Okay, so we need to go ahead and we need to do some randomized pathways. So let's just go ahead and just start marking some things out. Maybe we can veer off this way, go back over here maybe, do a little bit of something. And while we're doing this, my friends, we can jump into the question of the video. And for today, my friends, that comes from a user by the name of File Smasher Pro. And his question is, if you could add any new biome into Minecraft, what would it be and why? Now, my question to that, there's only one real answer to that. There's one real answer, and that's the only answer I'm going to give, and that is the rainforest biomes from old Minecraft. For those of you guys who don't know, back in beta Minecraft, there used to be a biome called the rainforest biome. And basically, the rainforest biome consisted of basically the normal trees from the forest biome, but it also had very, very bright, lush green grass, rather like the jungle. But at the same time, it had like ferns growing in it and birch trees and regular oak trees. It was basically like a really lush green forest, and I really wish they'd bring that back. I'm really, really disappointed to this day that they still got rid of it, because that was one of my favorite all-time biomes, and to think that they got rid of it just breaks my heart, really. So yeah, it'd be really nice if they could bring that back in, but, you know it's Mojang / Microsoft. They can do whatever they want, I guess. So, yeah. Wow. I'm actually kind of surprised. This pathway system is not looking too shabby, if I do say so myself. Right, okay. So, I tell you, let's make a little bit of a sort of sub-pathway going off this way, perhaps, and then make it connect back up here maybe. So yeah, as you can see, we're making very, very random looking paths, and that's the sort of look I'm going for, really. And then in between all of this, we're going to have the coarse dirt chucked in there as well, because I think coarse dirt would look very, very good with all of this. So let's make this perhaps go over this way maybe, and then we can have this one split up and connect up over here. And yeah, this is looking pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to try and finalize the pathway. But before we do that, I'll give you my question of the video to you guys. It's going to be kind of passed on with a little bit of a twist. If you could add or reintroduce a biome into Minecraft, what would it be? Leave your responses in the comments area below. And also, if you have any suggestions for the question of the video, leave it in the comments area below, and you'll have a chance of yours being used and your name shouted out. So yeah, I now need to go ahead and get on with beautifying up this pathway, my friends. And then after that, I'm probably going to go ahead and get on with the rest of this wall, and then we'll end the episode, because sometimes it's okay to leave things unfinished. It gives you some content for the next episode, or content for an episode maybe, I don't know. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on with beautifying up this pathway, or sort of finalizing it, and I'll be back shortly. Alrighty guys, got a progress update for you, and that's to say that the pathways are pretty much there. I'm actually really happy with how these looked. What I originally intended on doing is I intended on just simply mixing in the coarse dirt and the path blocks, but I found that that really didn't look very nice, like at all. So what I've decided to do instead is I decided to make the path blocks sort of going in sort of a proper line in their proper routes. And basically what I did is I lined parts of the outside with the coarse dirt. So there's a bit of a transition from the grass to the village blocks. So yeah, this is looking pretty cool, I think. I think this looks, yeah, I'm alright with this. I'm definitely alright with this. The way that the sort of coarse dirt sort of blends it all in. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, man. But yeah, I guess the next step would have to be adding in hills and maybe some long grass. I think that'd be the next thing to do. And then obviously we need to go ahead and get some trees in there as well. But that's something we'll do in the next episode. And one thing I also want to do is I want to fence off this entire area with just regular wooden fences. Not sure what type of wood fences, but some sort of wood fence, just to make it look a bit more sort of naturey, like it's a sort of a national park, I guess. I don't know, I think that looked pretty cool. But whatever the case, my guys? What the? That's the first time I've ever said that. Alright, my guys. Oh, man, that's weird. Oh, boy. Okay, so what we're going to do for the rest of the episode, my friends, is, well, what I'm going to do is work on the remaining half of this wall, and then after that, we'll end the episode there, because, you know, it's been a pretty good one, my friends, I think. Been a pretty damn good one. Been recording for quite a while now, so, yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. So, yeah, get out of the way, stupid guardians all over the place. I really need to try and sort that out, because they keep spawning there. They're reducing the spawn rates of the guardian farm, and it's a pain in the butt, basically. So, yeah, I need to go up here, grab the glass back out. There we go, and obviously the dyes as well. We need to go and grab some more dyes as well, and then on top of that we've got all of this in here, which is sweet. Look at this, man, so much of it, so much. Oh, I've run out of coal in some cases. Oh no, that's terrible. We're gonna have to go get some more coal from somewhere, or use coal blocks maybe. I think coal blocks might be a cool idea. Whatever the case, my friends, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna continue on, and I'll meet you guys back hopefully once the wall is done. Alrighty guys, I am actually back now, and well, the wall has been completed, but I haven't actually had a look at it from the front yet, so we're going to go ahead and do that together. Oh, let me just equalize these, there we go, quantities going into the furnaces right there. Okay, cool. So let's go outside and see how it looks. Oh man, it's going to be like a grand reveal. I haven't seen it from the front yet. I've seen it from the inside, and it's looking cool. So let's just have a bit of a look. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, here we go. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Man, that looks awesome. It looks like the lighting is kind of bugged out here a bit though. Oh, there we go. That's sort of updated it. Wow, that is looking badass. We've even got the measurements on this side correct. Oh man, that is looking cool. Oh man. So it's taken a 2-hour recording amongst other things obviously we've done in this episode. but 2 hour recording to do an entire wall. So going by that logic, I'd say maybe it's an hour per wall. So maybe 3 hours and I might have all of the walls done. But oh man, does that look good. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's actually all done. That is looking really freaking cool. But yeah, guys, we're going to be ending the episode there. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the episode, and of course you're excited to see more, be sure to drop a like rating, my friends. It'd be much appreciated. And of course, you can subscribe if you want to know when the future videos are out. As you can see, we've got plenty to do. We've got the walls to do. We've got this nature area to do up top, the forest and the pathways. And of course, we've got things in other parts of the world to do as well. But yes, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next episode.